lives matter. Every single Black man, woman, and child's life matters. I am not Black, but I see you. I am not Black, but I hear you. I am not Black, but I mourn with you. I am not Black, but I will fight for you. Everything that I want to say, I put down on my phone because I know that I'm not going to be able, through brain fog and just high emotion, to say exactly what I need to say. So I will be looking down at my phone. I have a platform of almost 500,000 people, and my white privilege is to have this platform. And with my privileged platform, it is necessary and dire for us to have this conversation. I understand that I will never understand. However, I stand. On May 25th, George Floyd, a Black man who died after an officer arresting him, pressed his knee onto his neck. While Floyd was handcuffed and lying face down on a city street, the officer kept his knee on the right side of Floyd's neck for over 8 minutes. The officer kept a knee pinned on George's neck even after he was pleading, "Please, I can't breathe." All while 3 other officers at the scene did nothing to intervene. Nothing. Not a single thing. So say his name and say it now. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd's life mattered. Ahmaud Arbery's life mattered. Breonna Taylor's life mattered. And every other Black life that was lost due to the color of their skin mattered. Many people who haven't witnessed or chose not to see devastating cruelty like this would like to believe that it isn't real. This kind of treatment is terrorism. This racism is real, and it happens every second of every day all around us. It is rooted in generations of oppression. The horrific trauma happening in Black communities that witness these executions daily cannot be overestimated, and the demand for change cannot solely be placed on these communities. The revenue from this video will be donated to a Black Lives Matter organization, and I do plan on doing multiple other videos that will have the revenue be donated as well. I have a link in the description box for you to find ways that you can help. To all the other white influencers that aren't speaking up because you are worried about getting hate or ruining your content aesthetic, imagine being suffocated. Imagine being shot. Imagine worrying about your safety every day of your life, for yourself and for all your loved ones. You cannot be neutral on a moving train. Be brave enough to start a conversation that matters. Staying silent makes you part of the problem. Get uncomfortable. Your uncomfortability is valid, but now is the time to use that uncomfortability. If you are uncomfortable, it's more than likely that you're white, which means that you need to have some time to reflect and look deep into your white privilege. It's not enough to just be not racist. We have to be actively anti-racist. I have a link in the description box of anti-racism resources, along with education on white supremacy and white privilege. I hear you, I see you, and I stand with you. A child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. African proverb. Black Lives Matter. A hashtag isn't enough. My devastation, outrage, tears, and sadness isn't enough. The work has to go so much further. Education has to be invested in and history understood. Change has to come from getting uncomfortable for just a damn minute. Don't stay silent when you see these injustices happening all around you. Educate yourself. Truly hear the pain and cry of human beings that are losing their lives and their loved ones' lives because the color of their skin. Truly hear the fear they carry with them, that Black men, women, and children aren't safe anywhere in this country. That one moment of comfortability is what men, women, and children who don't have white skin face and feel daily in this country. Not staying silent means calling out friends, families, coworkers, strangers, etc. When you see/hear racism and injustices, it's not enough to be quietly non-racist. Now is the time to be anti-racist. I'm fully committed to being the best ally I thought I have always been, but am now learning the work has just begun. Let's learn how to truly be the allies our brothers and sisters of color so desperately need. Let's look within, acknowledge, and educate ourselves on our privilege, listen and take notes. Then lead. Lead all the time and not just when it's convenient. Use your camera, phone, voice, platform, etc. It's your job to put in the work to be allied. Never, ever is it the Black man or woman's job to educate you. Stop asking people of color to tell you what to do because you feel bad and want to help. It's not their job to soothe you. Enough is enough. Text Floyd to 55156. George Floyd, say his name. George Floyd. What should you do with your white privilege? Teach other white people barriers of success for people of color. Promise to listen and amplify the voices of people of color. Be more than non-racist, but actively anti-racist. Confront racial injustices even when it's uncomfortable. I want every Black man, woman, and child to feel safe here in our safe space. I want you to feel seen and I want you to feel heard. I want you to know how much I love you and how much I stand with you. You will always be safe here, and I hope that you feel that love and safety and support. For ways to find out how you can help, check out the link in my description. And for anyone who wants to say anything about how all lives matter, you can leave now. If all lives matter, then why are Black men, women, and children being killed for the color of their skin?